Hello, and we're back again. So, went to Slay here, basically just wanted to see if there were more units to hire. There weren't. Not that that really does anything, because I can't afford any anyway, but it was just more a matter of curiosity. Okay, made it to the next one without any encounters. That is fine by me. So there's that sailor guy on the left. I'm kind of amazed you can't use some of these other sprites for stuff. Report back to this lady who apparently has just been hanging out on top of this barrel for forever. Long story short, they don't know, but conveniently, just convenient love interest happened to mention friggin' golden mermaids. Because that's something that comes up in conversations. And, yeah. So, yeah, the mermaids didn't know. She doesn't know. Go ask at the church. Go hang out in front of a church. Convenient. So basically, if it weren't for that random conversation, the whole rest of the series never would have happened. Just saying. Alright, time for... encounter. Oh, alright, time for an encounter. Oh, you chuckles are dead. Like our lowest levels, maybe get them a little bit of extra stuff here. Not that it really matters, because they're pretty much going to level up in training anyway. There we go. Not to mention, they could not have a harder disadvantage here. Actually, I think I'm just gonna have lands here going friggin' clean house with all these guys. They can't really touch them anyway, and then just have all these go and forcibly recruit some new friends. Oh, do it, Steve. Oh, do it. Oh yeah, this should be no problem whatsoever. Actually convenient, if anything. Oh, crap. That is one very hard-hitting witch. What is your deal? Might be a problem, actually. This is the fitting kind of mosquito hum to this piece when it's gone and sped up. It's like a bzzz. Although I really don't want to hear any more buzzing sounds ever since my wife introduced me to Donkey Kong Country. So it's funny, I never grew up with that, but it was one of the, like, I grew up with Sonic and stuff like that, and wow, why does she hit so accurately? This is friggin', like, this master witch over here. Yeesh. Wow, she actually does nice 4% dodge, gotta say. But yeah, no. So I hadn't grown up with it. Like, I always grew up with Sonic games and stuff like that. So anyway, a while ago, you know, had she wanted one of those SNES Classic things, and I was calling around stores for months. Finally ended up finding one. And granted, like, I'm aware I could have emulated on anything, could have just bought any emulator anywhere. And I explained that to her, and she's like, no. It has to look right. It has to be the legit thing. I'm like, okay, fine. Whatever, I don't like spending that much on, you know, when I can easily spend a third as much, but screw it. What she wants is what she gets, so finally, end up going and getting a hold of one, and, like, I just flat out couldn't believe it when it happened, but... So we go out, well, she was at work at that point, but I grabbed the kid, run out the door, finally end up picking up the thing, and literally like 100+ games that I've hacked onto the thing now. And we've only ever played Donkey Kong Country for months, so there's... Whoever designed the sound for that just was a massive prick, I gotta say. Like, okay, like whenever there's the bees around, they have a lot of the other sounds are relatively, you know, low-key. Friggin' bees come around, and just suddenly they put all the space. Make sure that they got that proper, you know, buzzing in there. Steve got rejected. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Who's calling me? Oh, hi, telemarketers. Haven't seen you in 5 seconds. But anyway, yeah, so, like, weird amounts of effort to making the bees happen and to making these alligator things happen. But these little, like, alligator, crocodile, whatever, I forget the difference. Little things there. I think alligators are, freshwater no. Alligators, no, they're all freshwater. They can't live in salt water. I forget. Oh well. So, they have these, gator things, one way or another. And you know that sound, like, whenever you crunch your teeth really hard? That kind of sound? I don't know if that comes through. It's like they recorded the worst possible, like, painful version of that and put it super loud whenever one particular enemy type comes around. It's like these little gator things just chomping and chomping and chomping. Just, like, literally, it gives me a twitch when I hear that thing. And she just keeps laughing as she, like, goes over the same level over and over, because one of the really sucky levels has a bunch of those things in it. They're not even the problem, they're just sort of there. But just over and over and over, just, like, sitting there again, there's a weird neck twitch as I'm hearing this sound. Like, no. Why? Why is this happening? Oh, man. It was... what it was. Alright. I'm feeling this healer wants to get punched. Hey healer, do you want to get punched? Hell yes you do. Nice conversation that we had. Missile Steve, just coming in with his Uzi. You know what? That's the new canon here, just all these fairies are secretly carrying around Uzis. That's what's actually going on here. And just secretly this witch here forgot to pay her protection money or something. Man. I can get some pretty dark stuff going with this lore for this, huh? Although we can keep her in the water, so that's nice. Get some extra damage out of that. Wow. Alright, do you have some perk or something that's giving you some crazy dodge? No? Just like in friggin... Oops, sorry. Like friggin' Sudokan. It doesn't matter. He's just a dude, just happens to be really good. There's not really anything special about him. He's just really determined. Oh man. I'm gonna start doing that one pretty soon, by the way, since there did turn out to be a mod that came out for Sudokan 2, but man, the guy that unit over there is named after, like literally just a lunatic. His whole character is just a bunch of horrible crap happened to him, and he just completely just went right off the deep end and he's like, screw it. Everything dies, except, like, the only stuff that gets to live is if they can stop me, basically. And the guy is, like, it's a world where they have all kinds of crazy magical BS going on and everything else, and he's just a guy. In the end, he doesn't have any superpowers or anything, he's just a guy. He's just really, really pissed off. And downright crazy, for that matter. It's like the best application of they're just crazy that I've ever seen. Hands down. So, I guess Lance is just invincible now. He just avoids everything. Alright, so we've got the numbers and the damage, but turning into a little bit more of a slog than I'd like. Oh, that's nice of you. Guess we've got another recruit over there. A shame that we won't get to name them, but such is life. Please crit punch. Yes! You're in the water now. It's time to play. Oh man, that sounds creepier than it needs to be. Steve likes to play in the water. Yeah. I think Steve likes the innocent. Anyway, creepy comments aside, I guess everyone just decided to go for a swim. Yep. Definitely seems to be the case. Are those Ulissa missiles yet? Yes. You got your fairy Uzi. Maybe I should update the thumbnail of these things. There's like a fairy with an Uzi. And again, won't they get immediately flagged by YouTube? It might. They get really angry about that stuff now. Like what's it? The bit with the Palace of the Dead for the Luck Run, the one where I used the picture of an NCR guy. Yeah, that pretty much got immediately flagged, and I'm pretty sure that's why. And I don't know how they know this stuff, but whatever. Good God, that is some good coffee. Excessively delicious coffee. No, no. Okay. Dang it, you got both the newbies? Really? I mean, I guess Sans is still fine. I have no idea why I went with Sans for that one. Oh yeah, I was originally going to go with Gargantutor, which isn't actually a thing, it's just funny sounding. Alright, well, by being charmed, they're basically going to go make out with this witch in her last minutes. I mean, granted, if somebody knew they would have to go, probably extreme makeouts would be their intended way to go, but to each their own. To each their own. Kind of undoing the damage they did, but whatever. And I guess this one's just going to fly around and doing support the whole time. See, personally, I really like that there's no option to retreat. Which may seem like a strange thing, but I don't know. It just feels far less... It feels like you're in it more, you know? Like you don't have a choice, you have to keep going kind of a thing. Not really a huge fan of the retreat function in Lucked. And I know its purpose, it's, you know, you don't want to take a billion fights and all that. But it's kind of there for a purpose. Whip. I'm good. Just personal preference, really. What I'm hoping to do is actually get mediation for Steve here, so that he's, you know, he becomes the actual recruiter. Right now his persuade chances are about the same as everybody else. There we go. I think that's 2 for Steve. Not sure. Keep on poaching. Alright, there we are. Kind of wonder if you gave them a repeated turn, if that would allow them another check to drop off their charm, or if they would just take a charm turn. Not usually the kind of thing that comes up. Love how they were using that crappy as hell bow. Now they suddenly realized, oh my god, I have damage in my back pocket. Why not? Why haven't I been using this whole time? Oh wait, I take that back. Random Chinese witch over here gets poached. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll try to convince a few of them with lands, just to get him the mediation emblem too. Where are these guys looking? Looking all right. Okay, that is a lot more damage. I don't know why I haven't been doing that this whole time. Uzi Ferries! I'm talking about the gun and not the fact that they probably ooze fluids. Nobody wants to really think about that. Yeah, that sounds terrifying. Like they're going around dropping weird fluids all over the place. We don't know what to do about this. Like, well, we could also never discuss it again. That'd be probably the ideal, really. That sounds gross. Boom. Oh, choked out by a whip. That is just horrible. Alright. Yupa-2. And then we'll just go ahead and end the round there, probably. Actually, let's have Mosquito go heal someone, like Beast, I guess. Just for those extra XPs. Actually, you know what I could have done? Probably could have gone left, given them another turn, gone, and then given Lands another turn. Not have to worry about what she's gonna do now, which is probably gonna be either off herself or try to charm. Yeah, there we go. Things considered, these guys' resistance kinda seems to suck in many cases, despite that being one of their big selling points. Although I have to say, one thing I have tried before is a mermaid run. And it's funny, you can outright stun lock entire groups. Because here's the thing, the AI never runs out of that status healing fruit. They will just use them endlessly. And they will always, always, always default to going to cure a debuff rather than doing pretty much anything else. Which means that... which basically means you can go and pretty much train them for the sole purpose of leveling up their intelligence and just give them a bunch of intelligence items. Or those wisdom bands and whatever else. And that's it, like, you just go around putting stuff to sleep and they'll just go around wasting those items over and over, rather than ever fighting back. It's pretty funny stuff. Yeah, that sounds about right. Got two newbies. Go to Scabellum, and I guess that'll actually be the part then. So, yeah, see you for Dragon Beach next time.